Okay, today we're going to take a quick look at how to create a symbol. It's fairly straightforward. Um, the power of having a symbol is you can save it and be able to easily access it in the future, so you don't have to keep recreating uh, pieces of information or drawings that you would use often throughout your drawing. Or I try to use this a lot for plant symbols, which I've already done a video on, and these type of details, which I may wind up using over and over again. Uh, but if I find one that I think I did a good job on and I like it, I will save it as a symbol and use it in other drawings. Anyway, here is a drawing that I have that is a quick little trellis panel. And once I feel I have it completed, I highlight everything that I want. And you can see up here it has 520 objects, quite a few. And you just come to Modify, Create Symbol. A dialog box opens up, and this is how you're going to be saving your symbol. So the first thing obviously it asks you is its name. I'm going to call it trellis 234. The next point here, it's asking for my insertion point. So here's two different options. The first is plan projection center. It'll ask you to name exactly where it is you want to put it. Or you can have your next mouse click. Typically, I have the next mouse click because when I draw a detail such as this, I will draw it in a Vectorworks file that is my own resource. Normally do not draw a detail on an actual plan in an actual, for an actual client. I'll open up the drawing that deals with symbols or resources. I'll do the drawing in there, create a symbol, and then I will pull the symbol or detail into the client's drawing. So I usually have next mouse click selected here. The next thing it's asking is the units, page base or world base. Here it really doesn't make a difference. We're going to be using, it's 1-to-1, and we're going to be using inches, so it doesn't really matter here. This is this is a detail that's not going to be inserted into walls. But if I was to draw a window or a door or some sort of thing like that, then I would check this off. But I'm not going to, so I'm going to leave that alone. And in my other options, I have leave instance in place. If I don't have this checked, the Vectorworks will keep the symbol in this file as a resource, but I won't be able to see it. And I don't mind seeing it, so that's totally fine. The next option here is change 2D objects from layer plane to screen plane. I leave this checked, particularly in a drawing like this, which is just a flat drawing. It is not built in 3D. If I was to build this in 3D, I may not change this. Depending on it would depend. But right now, this is just a 2D drawing, so I'm going to leave it as is. You can convert to a group as well. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that alone, unchecked. And then it's asking what class do I want to assign it to. I can assign it to the active class, which at the moment, if I come over here to my navigation panel, you can see is none. Or you can create a custom class, or you can have a custom class that's already created. Right now, I'm going to leave it as active class. None is fine. The only time when this would be a pain is if you have a complicated drawing that you may turn none off for some reason. I don't know why you would. If that's the case, you can create a class prior to this dialog box. to say trellis or to say detail or something like that, which is totally fine. At any rate, so I click OK, and now it gives me this little funny looking cursor. What that's telling me is Vectorworks is waiting for me to click. It's waiting for me to do something, and what it's asking for is a click. So I click once right here, and now it's saying, where do I want this to go? And I want it to be, so I can find it, I want it to be in the Trellis 234 Vectorworks file. And now I know exactly where it is. If I wanted to go somewhere else, I would come down here to new folder. Don't really need one. This is totally fine. If you're going to start putting all of your details or all of your symbols into one Vectorworks file, it may behoove you to create a new folder, for instance, a folder for bollards, a folder for benches, a folder for trellises. Quite frankly, I think the resource browser makes it very easy to navigate around, and I need to keep things simple. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And I click OK. And now it's leaving it in place. And if I come up here, I can see it says 2D symbol. So there it is. Now, just to show you how this actually works now, let's see, we'll open up another file. So now let's say I have this, this file that has all of my things in it. I'll go to my proposed layer, and I will paste this in. Or I can come to my window, my palette, resource browser, and in my resource browser, Trellis 234 is active, so it's up there. And this is what this is asking me is what file do I want to take the resource from? And it's from this file, Trellis 234. And here is the trellis. And so I just drag it and drop it right up here. Now it's asking me, do I want to import this symbol into this drawing? Here are other folders that are in here. I don't need to do another one, so I'm just going to click OK. It's not going to impact anything. I'm going to close the resource browser. And as you can see, here is the symbol. See, it says 2D symbol right here. And you can see that it's the drawing that I wanted. Okay, and then I can go ahead and just create a viewport around this and bring it into one of my details pages if I want, with the proper scale and all that good stuff, which you all know how to do now. Okay, that's it for today. I'll do another one tomorrow. Take care.